Hey guys, I'm Shawn of WebPianoTeacher.com. I'm going to do some old-time country for you today. It's Jamey Johnson, Between Jennings and Jones. Let's take a listen to it. I left Montgomery on North 65. I was restless and ready to give Nashville a try. I rolled into town with a sound of my own, somewhere between Jennings and Jones. All right, guys, so that's what we're doing today. A friend of mine really loves this song and wanted to do a version with melody in the right hand. So that's what we're going to do today. But I'm going to show you kind of an easier version, and then we'll do it a more difficult way that sounds a little better so you can have something to choose from according to your skill level. So if you haven't checked out WebPianoTeacher.com lately, check it out. It's awesome. We've added all the things you guys have been asking for the past 12 years. You can even watch the part ones for free on there. And download the sheet for any lesson series as well as this one right here. So let's get started. All right, we have 3 chords in this song that are really key. There are a few other chords in here, but as people say, most country songs can be played with 3 chords. That's really true. In this one, it's D, G, and A. Then there are a couple of other chords that we'll learn as well, but D, G, and A covers almost all of it. So look at the whiteboard here. We're going to have left hand first that we're going to look at, because left hand is the foundation of everything we're going to do. It's the chord part, and the melody is going to be the right hand that we put in with it. Okay, so what I want to do first is look at the left hand. We have octave and a fifth is what I call it. I know you see a D there, one letter, but we're actually going to play an octave and then a fifth, an A in the middle. So here's middle C, so I'm down here, D, D, and then A in the middle. Okay? So I'm just going to play through these. D, D. Now when we go to G, we're going to come up some. Same mold. Keep your hand in that same mold. Get used to that feel of octave and a fifth. Really, when it comes down to it, when you do country music, pop music, rock, whatever, almost all of that piano music is played with the octave and the fifth. So if you get your hand in that mold and you can just know what it feels like without having to find every single note every time you move around, it's really very helpful. So we have D, A, D to start with, and then we move up to G, then we go back to D. Some more D's, so let's just kind of play those. D, A, D. Now here we have an A, so we're going to go up to A, E, A for that one. And then we go back down to D, A, D. Now right here I'm just going to play the octave. Because that's a little bass guitar. You know how bass guitars go boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm imitating there. So we're just going to do the octave D, A, D, A. Okay, now, so those are the 3 notes to do in the left hand every time you see a letter. Now we need to look at the rhythm a little bit. This is in, you could count it in 6 or 3. We're going to count it in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know how a waltz is? 1, 2, 3. That's what it is. 1, 2. It's kind of like a fast waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So when we play, we're going to count to 3, okay? So follow along and go da 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 G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Somewhere between A and D. A, D, A. Very good. All right, so that rhythm is very important to feel that pulse of 3 for every measure in this. Okay, so do that first, and once you have that down, we're going to put the right hand with it. And then after that, maybe in lesson 2, I'm going to show you how to spice up the left hand a little bit. Whenever you're ready to go to that, maybe you just want to keep the simpler way, and that's fine. We can do that, but I want to give you those options there. So let's look at the right hand. What I did is I took the tagline, the hook of the song, you know, somewhere between Jennings and Jones, that last line, and I used it for our introduction. In the album version, you have steel guitar, and that doesn't really translate well to piano a lot of times. I just thought the intro, though very cool, wouldn't really translate well on the piano, so we're just going to do the tagline as the melody, okay? So let's look at the first part here. A, and then we're going to have D and A together. I'm going to use my middle finger and then my thumb. They say, now the A and the B, they're bound. So he goes, they say that, the A again, and the road, so another A and then a D. So it's, they say that the road, practice that. They say that the road, or they say that at the end. They say that the end of the, they say at the end of the, so the F sharp is of the. All right, so 2 F sharps. Let's put the left hand with it. They say that the road, say that at the end. They say that the end of the, now, road I was on is, I apologize for getting the lyrics wrong if I am, B, E, 1 and 3, D, B, D. Bum, 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 bum. Left hand goes to G, road I was on. So, they say at the end of that road I was on. Now, you may need to stay on that little group for a little while. Work on that little first section that we just played. Then when you're ready, we can move on to the next part. You don't have to keep up with me in the lessons right on the video. You can hit pause and work on that until you're ready to move on to the next part. But I would advise not always starting over at the very beginning and playing and trying to add a little more. You need to be able to start on that second section. Start on that third section to work on those other sections so the beginning doesn't get really good and the rest of it is not so good. All right, so you need to be able to divvy up your practice time that way. So let's do again what we just learned. They say at the end of that road I was on. Now next is a piano fill. Okay, the steel guitar stuff, while it's pretty cool, it doesn't really translate well to piano because of all the sliding around they do. So what I did is put just a skill level 1 country lick. I call it the country third. If you learn the country third, you can immediately sound like a country piano player, and our ears never get tired of it. You know, we can do it on any chord. All right, you can do it all day. So let's learn it. This is a piano fill I put in there. D, and then we're going to do E and A with 2 and 5. So I was down here in this area. I'm going to come up D, and then E and A with 2 and 5. Like that, ba-bam. Now here's the country third part. E and A, 2 and 5 to 3. So it's bum, bum, bum. Now here's the cool thing about piano licks. You can play the same lick an octave lower and get more mileage out of the lick you learned. Okay? And I like to move around the piano even when you're a beginner because a lot of people are uncomfortable moving around, and I like to get you moving around from the very beginning so you're comfortable anywhere on the keyboard. So let's add that into what we already learned. Ready, go. They say at the end of that road I was on. Very good. All right, now we have 2 placeholders here, A, D, A, D. Those 2 are just to keep the timing going. It's kind of like when a guitar player is just strumming, waiting for the next measure. So it's A, D, and you play it again 2 times. Okay, and then the next part is the hook of the song. Was somewhere between Jennings and Jones. So the melody is there, but I put an A on the top because that gives it that that hollow fifth sound and fourth sound, which really sounds country. Right, doesn't it? All right, D, A 2 times. Was somewhere, so 3 times. Where, F sharp, D with 3, 1. It's not where, it's where, right? So somewhere between Jennings and, so E and A, 2 and 5, back to E and A, and then Jones is D and A, 1 and 5. So it's was somewhere between Jennings and Jones. Later on we'll go between Jennings and Jones. But right now we'll keep it simple. So we're going to start right here for that second little part to work on that, okay? So here we go. Here we go. Ready, go. Somewhere between. So we have A, D, left hand A, D, D. All right, so that part right there is just keeping time for me till the verse starts right there, okay? So now let's try the intro all the way. I'm going to go slow, and I'm only going to play those left-hand block octaves of the 5th in them just to get us started. Here we go. Very beginning. Ready, go. They say at the end of that road I right, now I'm going to play it. I'm going to spice up the left hand a little bit, and I want you to hear how much just a little bit of spicing up the left hand will make the arrangement sound, okay? Here we go. Ready, go. All right, and we'll work on that. That's called vamping. And we're just adding a 3 count to that left hand, which is kind of a step up to get to that stage. But what you have to do to get there, really play this first way I've shown you over and over very much till you really get that under your fingers, and then we can try to add. Don't try to do it too early. You're not ready. Get that foundation before you try to build the rest of the house. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed that part 1. There's so much more to do in this song. I'm going to take you through the whole thing, melody in the right hand, and showing you how to put that left hand with it. Talk to you later.